这次又会遇见什么？
我随时准备就绪。
Hello everyone. Welcome to another stream. Before I begin this stream, I would like to make an announcement. I want everyone to know I won't be continuing to stream this game for very long. Not because I don't want to, but because the company Hoyo Labs released a notice that they will discontinue the service of Genshin Impact for the PlayStation 4 because they are, with the new patches after patch 6 or 6.0, they are raising the requirements for the gameplay of the game. So they're basically they're upgrading and the specs and the graphics, the speed and everything of that will increase. And because of that, the PlayStation 4 is no longer a viable console for the game to play. So they're going to cease all service and functions on next year, on April 6th. The game will cease to work on April 6th, 2026. Next month, September, the game they're not gonna stop it all at once, so it has phases. So next month, September, they will delete the game from the PlayStation Store. So if you try to search it on PlayStation Store, you won't find it. Those who already have the game and by any reason they delete it, they can still re-download it through the library store or the library storage. Then after that, on the new year, on February, they will stop all transactions. So you won't be able to buy Primogens neither on the PlayStation Store or in-game. And then after that phase, on April, the services will be stopped. So there will be no more updates and you won't be able to log in. The game will still be there. You will just receive like a warning telling you that if you wish to log in and continue playing, you have to upgrade. So move on to you have to transfer the game to the PlayStation 5 if you are on PlayStation like me. So I will be streaming it until the day that it stops. Once it stops, if I haven't been able to acquire a PS5 by then, I'm afraid that I will no longer stream Genshin Impact. I will have to give up on playing it and stream something else. I have plenty of other games that I wanted to stream, but I wanted to do them with a webcam so you can see someone streaming other than just hearing a voice, watching a gameplay with just a voice. But it looks like I won't be able to do that. I will have to just stream any game regardless with the way that I've been doing it so far until I can find a way to use a webcam. So Genshin Impact is going away for the PS4. I don't know if I will be able to get a PS5 they are expensive, especially in the country that I live in. The cheapest one you can get is $600. I don't have $600 right now, and I'm going to start a new job soon. I'm gonna start working, but I don't know that I will be able to save enough to get one. Maybe by Christmas, if it's on sale, maybe, but it's not a certainty guaranteed that I will be able to get one. So if I don't get one, then on April 1st I will make the first and last stream of the game, and then I won't be playing Genshin Impact again. So as for now, I'm going to stream the storyline, the Archon Quest with Inafang. We'll finish that, and I will finish doing all the other stuff like getting 100% of this section. I'm at 95. If there's any like this special events, I will try to get rewards from them. I already finished the Sunspray Summer. This one is the one that we're going to finish, the Journey Home. The test run, I already did them. This one I'm trying to do them to get those 60 Primogens. I'm already at 3 out of 8. This one I already finished it. The Imaginarium, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do them. Anyway, we'll be now, well, I'm done with my explanation of what's going on. We're going to move on to the storyline.
西诺宁，哦，这个时间点，难得见你没在睡午觉。才走一个马威卡，又来一个恰斯卡，你是专程来挖苦我的吗？
好乱，这是在翻什么东西吗？
还不都是最近那些蜜源机兵害的？马威卡要我找个解决方案出来。 他是真拿我当什么万能工匠了吗？啊，托他的福，我已经翻了快1天的资料了。你们呢？找我又有什么事？
这个嘛……
慢着，这是西瓜，是我们在花语会的海边捡到的，还有这只密码筒，似乎是寄给旅行者的信。密码筒，你居然没有直接给他来一枪？ 我看看啊，枫丹的密码盘，璃月的金属外壳，看着是用各种废弃零件拼凑出来的。那里的门头倒是真不小，还好你们没有随便拆开。用到的技术太杂糅了，一时半会儿搞不定。拆解研究本身也有损伤内容物的风险。这么郑重寄给你的信，应该是很重要的消息吧？ 最好不要冒这个险，那就只能指望这位信使能告诉我们密码了。怎么样，能唤醒他吗？他胸口的那个东西，倒是有点像蜜源机兵的核心，但其他部件却全没在纳塔见过。我尽力试试吧。你们先等我一会儿。
他真的醒了！
没想到刺激一下核心，还真能起效。
白色飞行物，金发旅行者，派蒙。啊，你能认出我们？执行使命，给白色飞行物和金发旅行者送信，确认信件位置，已经送达。好智能的人偶，那这封信的密码呢？密码？好像也不是那么智能，就是打开这封信要用的数字。记忆缺失。啊，失忆？
哼，果然没那么简单。除了他们俩，你还能想起什么事情吗？
名字，记忆缺失，还真是失忆了。机器人居然也会失忆吗？
你之前还说过要回家之类的，你的家在哪里？还有印象吗？
回家，执行使命。记忆缺失，还以为终于有希望了。
不，从这个反应来看，记忆数据也许没有受损，倒像是被某种机制隔绝了。能解释一下现状吗？用我们也能听懂的方式。他不是完全失去了记忆，而是因为什么原因想不起来了。就像是越是去想一件事，就越觉得头疼，是这样吗？
头疼，检索近义词，思维模块，痛苦。是的。机器人也会痛苦吗？
婴儿也好，幼龙也罢，都是靠痛觉慢慢记住该做和不该做的事。我听说很多具有高度自主性的机关也是这样，是靠内置的负反馈机制来调整规范自己的行为。
等等，能不能换个我也能听懂的说法？
好吧，换成诅咒之类，是不是更好懂一点？假设你是一个烟迷主的大萨满，要派个学徒去花语会跑腿，为了防止贪玩误事，就对他下了偏离了正道就身心俱裂的诅咒，保证他不走小道，快去快回。
听着像黑曜石奶奶在吓小孩的故事里会做的事。
总之，自律机关的制造者们也经常会设下这样的限制，来确保机关始终遵循着设计意图运转。可是什么样的诅咒，又出于什么目的会让机关失忆？现在看起来只是让他更难完成使命了吧？
使命失败，非常抱歉。
不知道诅咒的具体内容，谁也没法判断。不过，既然你对“回家”这个词有反应，要不要再猜几个词试试？
好的。没关系，经过评估可以承受，使命必须完成。
旅行者，你走过的地方多，有见过类似的机关人偶吗？它的一部分关节和零件，也挺像是枫丹制造的。
枫丹，好吃的甜点。有反应哎！喂，算了，先不计较这个。枫丹就是你的家吗？不是。否认的倒是很干脆。
你是说发饰之类的？好像是有听说过，在蒙德是叫
蒙德，可靠的女仆。对，就是女仆。不过蒙德有这样的机器人吗？
女仆？那不少内部构造就好解释了。那么，你是从蒙德来的吗？
不是。响应速度好快。
纳塔的核心，枫丹的关节，蒙德的发饰。它看起来不属于任何一个国家，倒是跟这密码桶有点像，拼合了来自各地的工艺和零件。这样吗？那对你来说，家是什么呢？被制造的地方，平时活动的地方，还是可以回去的地方？
家，不就是家吗？哎，好吧，感觉是没办法从这个角度找回记忆了。希诺宁，你还有办法吗？
如果一时记不得，不如再问问身体。刚才检查的时候，我发现了不少有趣的东西。你对这只小机器人有印象吗？听说是之前和你一起在海边被发现的。还记得怎么开机？不错，再试试用同样的感觉激活你的右手。
这是扫把吗？还真是女仆机器人吗？
很好，很好。那现在就拜托你帮我收拾一下这片工坊。你是认真的吗？既然是女仆机器人，没准干干家务活就能想起点什么了。不用跑太远啊，收拾完这一片就行。
喂，人家再怎么说也才刚醒过来，这样不太好吧？了解，开始执行使命。开始整理大型物品，居然真就开始了。唉，算了，也比怎么问都没结果要好。清扫目标，锁定。开始清理地面污渍。绝缘屏障展开。防御模式启动。绝缘屏障展开。防御模式启动。开始整理小型物件。一帮人喧哗里吹向金发武士的死亡之风，动作描写清晰干练，没有故事情节。分类武术技巧。
等等，那是希特拉利上次落在这儿的轻小说吗？
转生成为丘丘人，只要吃日落果就可以一直变强。从日落果中获取机体动力。分类阴阳理论。
是不是该让涅佩卡少看些闲书了？
古典机关术概论，文法精美，修辞精巧，作者有深厚的语言学造诣， 分类古典文学，除了古典就没一个字能对上吧？总算理完了。啊，箱子下面还有符纸卷，好像有点脏了，能拜托你清洁一下吗？了解，开始清洁手工织物。哇，简直像新的一样！啊，这个看着像回声之子的人，是希诺宁的亲戚吗？
那可不是我亲戚，他是回声之子的先祖。纳塔最初的6音节之一，祝福的一魁。
哎，我记得祝福也是希诺宁的。
没错，他就是祝福这个古迷最初技术的英雄。他与伙伴们一同踏上了讨伐火龙王的旅途，拆解了无数古代龙种制造的机关，希望让他们为人类所用。可惜，这些研究大部分都已经失传了，否则人们的生活应该还会更方便一些吧。
怎么会这样呀？这么有用的东西，应该不会失传才对呀。
因为在战争结束后不久，英雄们的旧友奥奇坎就成了纳塔的暴君。他仇视隆重的一切，也迫害保护隆重的人们，就连他曾经的盟友伊奎也在其列。最后，伊奎以自己的死亡，为旧日的情谊画下了句号。伊奎主动烧毁了自己的工坊，以免之后落入奥奇坎手中。他的大部分研究成果也就这么失传了。真是敏锐，还有一部分被他的朋友保存了下来，也就是织卷上的另一位，为我留下超越古冥的音节。传说中，被龙的主母养育长大，创下花语会，令弱小之人与被逐之龙都得享自由的无冕王女利安哥。贝谬，此非正途，此非归处。离经叛道的贝谬，也敢追索所谓归宿。
啊，你怎么了？没事吧？不要过来！女仆机器人会有这么大的破坏力吗？
什么声音那么大？是打雷了吗？是打雷了吧？切，怎么没劈在这家伙头上？
真打雷的话，我会先把你往天上扔。
Knish and Aja。
我听伊法说，你们送了一个机关人偶来回声之子。根据描述，很像我的委托目标。女仆形象，机关人偶，破坏力巨大。看来我找对目标了。
等等，基尼奇，先别动手。
有一支商队委托我寻找他们失散的伙伴，他们也快到附近了，能一起去见见吗？
啊！
派蒙是不是有什么误解？我接到的委托也不全是猎龙。
我有在反思啦。哎，先去见见你说的那支商队吧。 伊涅弗。
伊涅弗，总算找到你了，谢天谢地，你没出事就好。
请问你们是？
你这是又失忆了吗？这次难道连名字也……
哟，
璃月、枫丹、须弥，你们这支商队还真有趣。
所以，你们就是他的制造者，或者家人吗？
不敢不敢，我们哪有那能耐？他是艾诺造出来的。
啊，艾诺。从今天起，你就叫伊涅弗啦！一定要记得回来！
悖谬！
伊涅弗姐姐，你没事吧？
难道情况真的恶化了？都是因为我们吗？
所以这究竟是怎么回事？你们是从哪儿来的？伊涅弗又为什么会这样？
抱歉，忘了自我介绍，我叫卓欣，是一名商人。这2位是我的妻女，还有这些朋友，我们都是从诺德卡莱来的。
诺德卡莱？
但看你们的装束，他不像是一路人。
诺德卡莱是一处流浪之地，汇集了来自各国的人。
我们之前都是在诺德卡莱的纳夏镇讨生活的商贩，只是发生了一些变故。
变故？
是从北边来的渔人众，他们最近在诺德卡莱做了不少大动作，和本地的教团起了许多摩擦。
岂止是摩擦，我还听说他们把月亮都给拉下来了。
月亮，还有那些月神像的事，双月之子肯定不会善罢甘休吧？
总之，我们只是想安安稳稳挣点钱，都害怕矛盾会进一步升级，所以打算回各自的老家，也就顺势结伴同行了。
我也是吗？
你的情况，有点不同，不过确实也是跟我们一起坐船过来的。
但没想到船只靠近岸边的时候，突然被一堆奇怪的机关袭击。
难道是蜜源骑兵？
伊涅弗姐姐为了保护我们，一个人跳下了船，还让我们赶紧逃跑。
我还做过这种事吗？
我们另寻地方靠岸之后，就想赶紧找人帮忙，花多少钱都可以。
所以，价钱很快就谈妥了。不过保护了伊涅弗的人是旅行者他们，叫醒伊涅弗的则是希诺宁。这笔报酬应该算在你们账上。
我也没做什么了不起的事，能醒过来，大半是靠他自己，或者说，是靠艾诺。他的核心超乎想象的坚韧，即使在纳塔的命源机关之中也很少见。是那位艾诺改造的吗？
啊，请那个艾诺过来，是不是就能治好、修好他的失忆啦？
恐怕不行。你们说的核心多半是艾诺从哪个垃圾堆里捡来的，他只是凑出了剩下的部分。至于失忆的事情，其实伊涅夫这趟跟我们出来，就是想在纳塔治好自己的失忆。
请详细说说。
哎，好吧，也不知道这是第几次了。这也全都是你跟我说的。虽然艾诺制造了你，却始终没弄明白你的核心是从哪儿来，又是怎么运作的。看起来跟诺德卡莱也没关系。一开始倒也没出什么大问题，只是偶尔忘记一点小事，买菜忘了付钱，做菜忘了放盐。但是后来有一次，你拖地的时候忘了控制出力，差点把一面墙给直接推平。这还不是最重要的，伊涅弗还忘了艾诺就在那面墙后面。
啊！
艾诺倒是大大咧咧的，没当回事。但从那以后，伊涅弗就一直在想办法怎么修好自己了。前阵子有些来自纳塔的机关零件流入了诺德卡莱，看着和你的核心像是来自一个地方。最近又刚好赶上我们返乡，准备途经纳塔，所以你就主动找过来了。怎么样，想起什么了吗？
没有。
唉，我猜也是。
他的失忆之前就这么严重了吗？
不，刚启程的时候还只是偶尔忘掉几回事，很快也就想起来了，基本不会影响日常生活。要不然，艾诺也不可能放心让他自己出来。但是随着我们的船越来越靠近纳塔，他的情况就像是突然恶化一样。
他去对付那些古怪机关的时候，状况其实已经很差了。会不会就是那场架，害得他？
伊涅弗姐姐，
各位，虽然我们才到纳塔不久，但已经听说你们都是纳塔的大名人了。你们有办法治好他吗？
结果来到纳塔也不行吗？
现在下结论可有点早了，别忘了在被你们打断之前，我才刚开始研究秘源机兵的事情呢。
我接下的委托也还不算结束，得让你们见到原原本本的伙伴才行。
各位，要不要在纳塔再待上一段时间呢？你们刚刚遭遇了袭击，又经历了那么多风浪，休整一阵再走也不迟。
哦，我们刚刚也在想这件事呢，不过也不知道能在哪里落脚。
要不就先留在花语会里，我们欢迎所有远道而来的客人。
花语会，
在这期间，我们也会尽力帮忙搜寻关于伊涅弗的消息，毕竟关乎交给杜麦尼的信件，你的事就是我们的事。
哦，对哦，都差点忘了还有这件事。你们知道那封信的密码吗？
那只密码桶吗？抱歉，关于它的来历和密码，伊涅弗一直没跟我们透露过。
寄信的人心也真够大的，居然让失忆机器人记密码。
可能是因为启程的时候，也没想到会变得这么严重吧。
不过伊涅弗姐姐跟我说过，为了不让自己忘记密码，特意做了预备方案。
预备方案？难道还有希望？预备方案？记忆缺失。
只要能把忘掉的事情全都想起来，就不成问题了吧？
你说的倒是轻巧，我可不保证能找出头绪哦。
你每次找出头绪之前不都这么说？
那我去联络其他能帮上忙的人了。杜麦尼、派蒙，再会。
再见，基尼奇。啊，还有阿乔。奇怪，阿乔今天好像很安静啊。
你今天很奇怪。
有吗？我不是一句怪话都没说。
这就是奇怪的地方。不管是我说要转交报酬，还是延长委托的时候，你都没有跳出来反对。
我就是被你给蠢晕了，气懵了，懂了吧？哼，是我的记忆出问题了吗？那个家伙，难道说……哼，管他呢，跟我才没有关系呢。
不知不觉过去好几天了呢，也不知道伊涅弗他们在花语会过得怎么样，我们去探望一下吧。
那个，伊涅夫姐姐会喜欢这件礼物吗？
你看，她说是呢。对嘛，我之前问他伊奎跟利安哥大人谁更厉害的时候，他也是这么答的。哦，这个是我问他卡库库和阿乔打架谁会赢的反应。那根本就是在乱回话嘛！啊，是杜曼尼和飞行高手。所以你们这是在问他什么？伊涅芙又去哪儿了？伊涅芙姐姐最近一直在附近清理那些坏机关，都很少回部族里休息。她自己一个人吗？不会有事吧？之前不是还被蜜源机兵给围攻了？伊涅芙姐姐说，她失忆之后思维模块的运转更加流畅了，清扫效率大幅提升什么的。啊，不会是把记忆清空之后，战斗性能反而上升了吧？伊涅芙姐姐超厉害的，我亲眼看见她单手举着一堆报废的机关回来。大人们都说多亏了她，现在出门安心多了，所以我们就想给她送点礼物。不过之前给她送鲜花、送羽饰，她都没什么兴趣的样子，是不是因为机器人喜欢的东西不一样？所以你们就用机关零件拼了一朵花出来。但是不知道伊涅芙姐姐会不会喜欢。没事的，阿莱达，这次一定能行。可是，如果这次还是不行的话，我可能就没有下一次了。最近从罗德卡莱过来的叔叔阿姨们都已经开始回家了，我们今天也要走了。啊？你们不留下等伊涅芙治好吗？爸爸说，他之前和老家的人约好了回家的时间，也不好意思继续打扰花语会的大家。这些天确认过伊涅芙姐姐的情况没有继续变差，爸爸就在做出发的准备了。他已经离开老家好多年，我跟妈妈其实都看得出，爸爸其实很早就想回璃月。这样啊？哎，说起来，你跟你妈妈的名字都不太像是璃月的。爸爸跟妈妈是在罗德卡莱认识的，妈妈是罗德卡莱的本地人，我也是在罗德卡莱出生的。这10几年里，爸爸一直陪着我们，没有回过璃月。放心吧，我们会写信把伊涅芙姐姐的情况通通告诉你的。等伊涅芙姐姐治好了病，就让她带我们一起去璃月找你玩。所以就放心去送吧，这次不行，一样会有下一次的。不过话又说回来，伊涅芙姐姐要什么时候才会回来？不知道哎，最近她回来的时间好像越来越少了。可是外面还有那些坏机关，大人们肯定不会让我们出去送花吧？怎么办？再等下去的话，时间就……真的吗？谢谢杜曼尼。
家书还是歌词，可别搞混了。
A robot with lost memories in a fun story. But it seems like there was more to it than just that.
确认威胁已排除，下一目标是意念符。旅行者，太萌。歼灭模式关闭，聊天模式启动。啊，这也有模式能切换的吗？总感觉你跟某位会变魔术的枫丹朋友能聊得很来。早上好，很高兴见到你们。吃饭了吗？为什么连你也在一板一眼的回答呀？这是最近学习的通用型问候语，连续问候3句，问候效果也会有3倍。推测。问候效果又是什么？算了，起码你看起来比几天前精神多了。是的，思维和语言模块正在修复中，已经可以流畅进行对话。但是，有关密码的记忆仍未找回，正在反复重试，非常抱歉。话题转移。那个物件是什么？新型的灭源机关。花，植物的繁育器官，但是没有检测到生命迹象。是用机关零件拼成的花。理解了，是花形机关零件。那是用在什么模块上？我也可以搭载吗？不是拿来用的，是拿来看的啦。就是一个好看的纪念品。好看的纪念品，不是拿来用的。那它被制造的意义是什么？密码筒被制造出来是为了送信，机关被制造出来是为了达成使命。那这朵花呢？感谢。对，别人帮了你什么忙，送了你什么东西，就要帮回去送回去，来表达自己的感谢。就像花语会收留了我，我在附近排除威胁。对，你这不是完全能理解吗？但是，这不是平等交易吗？听金尼奇先生说的。这不一样啦。好的，感谢。还有什么意义的话，就是纪念了吧，纪念你们的相遇之类的。纪念。重要的是，纪念。
花带好了，雨是，好了。果然，出远门之前，还是要打扮得漂漂亮亮的才行。一朵花而已，也不至于太重。接下来可是一段很长很长的路，就把这当作是我给你的纪念好了。没错，纪念。人啊，为了不忘记那些重要的事，是会用物件来铭刻记忆的。就算你将忘记一切，花也总会再度盛开。等到花再开过1000遍、2000遍，或许你也能回忆起踏上旅途的目的了。不用，人的路只能靠人自己走，而你的旅途也只属于你自己。况且我又不是打算和他开战，我欠过他不知多少条命，他也欠过我不知多少条命，要取彼此性命，说一声就够了。
I recognize that background. That's Ochkanatlan. This woman is when Ochkanatlan was still around. When there was a city for people.
他是个比你更可怜的小家伙，不懂怎么做人，也不懂怎么做龙。越是徒劳追赶太阳，就越是看不清太阳下的众生。你曾是，不，他曾是人的恶敌。 奥奇坎不会像我和伊奎一样耐心区分你们，在他眼里，你们没有区别。你如果留下，甚至帮我，只会让他在盲目的仇恨里陷得更深吧。哼，真是的，要踏上远路，该被担心的是你，怎么反而开始担心我了？别担心，花语的后裔没有选择屈膝的奴隶，就算真的失去了首领，随便找个刚学会走路的孩子也能接替。好了，去吧，别为这些注定会被忘记的事烦扰了。你未来1000年的道途可不在这里，所以跨过大海，去找到新的归宿吧。
离经叛道的悖谬，也敢追索所谓归宿？
伊涅弗，伊涅弗，你没事吧？刚刚是。非常抱歉，四维模块发生了短暂崩溃，已经修复完毕。会不会是战斗太久了？先跟我们回去休息一下吧。回去？回花语会吗？是啊，刚好艾莱达他们也快走了，想要跟你好好告个别。是的，在花语会附近行动，四维模块报错的频率上升。偶尔有不明回忆数据出现。回忆数据？那希诺宁说的诅咒呢？已经不会痛了吗？会痛，现在也是。为了避免他人不安，已经屏蔽外在表现。但是想不起来。就不能完成使命，所以你才一直在这附近活动吗？回忆数据出现的时候，四维模块有概率崩溃，存在引发事故的风险，所以在部族外围活动。是啊，还有我们在呢，不管多少次都能轻松挡开啦。战斗力数值评估中，派蒙约等于1/5。1/5什么？旅行者，风险可控，方案可行。
这些天里真是多谢你们的照顾了。啊，还有伊涅弗的事情，也只能接着麻烦你们了。
我们会的。
结果伊涅夫姐姐还是没回来吗？
还会有机会再见的，打起精神来吧。你不是一直想看璃月的消灯吗？
艾莱达、艾木、卓心，我来了。
哎，伊涅夫姐姐，是你们带她回来的吗？谢谢。
不客气，嘿嘿。还有，感谢你们送我的花。能知道自己要回到哪里，是一种什么感觉呢？
啊，伊涅弗不是已经知道了吗？治好了失忆，就回诺德卡莱了。之前忘了跟你说，我们也准备去诺德卡莱呢，到时候就一起过去。
诺德卡莱是家吗？四维模块无法完成对家的定义，间歇出现的回忆数据和纳塔的关联度更高，但根据商队描述，诺德卡莱有家人在等我。如果能够修好，恢复的会是什么时候的记忆？修好后的我跟现在的我，还会是同样的个体吗？
好深奥的问题。
所以，你是在害怕吗？害怕心里会出现一个完全不同的自己。
检索近义词：意识、矛盾、思维模块、分裂。是的，分裂之后的我，对家的定义也会出现差异吗？
是个很难的问题呢。许多人和龙都得用一辈子去寻找答案。不过我想，所谓的家，就是你能回去的地方吧。不管飞得多远，都会有人在那里等你。不管伤得多深，都可以回去休憩，也就是所谓的归宿。不管你的记忆最后指引你回到哪里，我想那个地方一定都是最能让你安心的归处。我也不会说凭自己的经历能完全理解你的境遇，不过你可以当做一个参考。
以记录为参考数据。
退一万步讲，也从来没有人规定过一个人只能有一个家吧。有人来找我们了，看来是有进展了。安心取回自己的记忆吧，你想要的答案，说不定就在那里。
好。
取回记忆，悖谬，忘了自己是为什么，而把他们忘却。
希特拉利，来的人居然是你吗？
还不是因为关系到你的心。再说，这是关乎纳塔的古老历史，那当然就得找烟梅主了。
古老历史，连希特拉利都觉得古老。
我的耳朵还听得见啊。算了，先谈正事。不知道你们上次有没有看出来，基尼奇身边那个小东西有点反常。所以在你们分开以后，基尼奇把他关了3天3夜，又让伊法派卡库库去折腾了他一宿。 最后终于趁着他被卡库库气得上头，从他嘴里套出了一条线索：至高领主。
啊，至高领主，那不就是阿乔平时的自称吗？
嗯，我从前还以为那家伙只是虚张声势，但其实不然。这个称呼，指的是在古代统治纳塔的13位龙主。这你也听过？明明连我也是花了好大功夫才解读出来的。总之，至高领主并非寻常龙众，而是由火龙王创造，以秘元技术构筑的13个意识。领主们甚至拥有着凌驾于古代龙众之上的智慧与权力，各自统治着纳塔的一部分土地。但在与阴间们的战争中，这13位领主逐一消亡，大部分就连名字也早就消散在历史的烟尘里。要不是这回先撬开了阿乔的嘴，还真不知道该从哪里查起。
那个能跟卡库库吵上一整天的家伙，居然还有这种来头。那他是13领主中的哪一位？
天知道，他到现在都不肯说自己是至高领主中的哪一位，没准根本就不记得了。刚才也提到过，领主的本质是被制造出的意识。看阿乔现在的样子，多半已经失去了大部分的力量跟记忆。
失去记忆。
但阿乔似乎仍旧在你身上感受到了至高领主的气息。具体来说，是在你胸口的核心上。
啊？难道伊涅弗也是那个什么至高领主？
关于这点，吉尼奇和伊法现在也还在守着阿乔，不过看样子他是再也想不起一个字了。
那线索不就这么断掉了？
那倒也不至于。伊涅弗之前不是对利安哥和花语会有反应吗？我查到的领主里，刚好就有一位跟利安哥密切相关。他曾经统治花语会一带，在众领主中位列第8席，名为花烛与风雨的私巫。根据记载，他并非毁于同人类的战争，而是被同族处决。处决的罪名，正是背叛龙众，私下养育利安哥。
恰斯卡，这……
在部族起源的传说里，利安哥确实是被龙养育长大的，在六阴节中，也是他与龙的关系最亲密。他被群龙的主母抚养长大，又在那位主母的指引下离开巢穴，去寻找自己的道途。他四处调停人与龙之间的争端，从那些傲慢的强者手中平等地保护一切弱者，无论是人是龙，昔日是敌是友。渐渐的，在他身边聚起了一群同样向往自由、认可平等的伙伴。这就是花语会的起源。只是我也不清楚，那位收养他的主母究竟是什么身份，最终下落如何，传说里都没有提及。
抱歉，思维模块有些混乱，从刚刚开始就一直在报错。请问，花烛与风雨的私巫是怎么被处决的？
在龙众内部发生的事，那时的人类也没办法记录完整，只有后世一些语言不详的描述，里面或许还混入了后人的猜想和杜撰，所以你随便听听就行。说是那位私巫被其他领主施加了一道诅咒，若是真的对人类抱有善意，那么每一份善意都会在他的意识中催生出数倍的痛苦，最后在撕裂般的冲突与跌宕中，花烛与风雨的私巫的意识也被彻底毁灭。
怎么听都像是编的，这种处决方式也太莫名其妙了吧。我没事，这一次没有出现异常，所以我的来历会跟这位领主相关吗？
这样吗？既然你对利安哥这个名字有所反应，就算与第8系没有直接关联， 也可以探索下去。有用的支卷我都带来了，要看的话就拿去看吧。来，你拿着。
先别声张，一会儿陪我走一趟。靠上次经验开发出的小法术而已，回头再解释。先跟我来就是了。
我差不多就先走了，如果有别的消息，到时再来通知你们。
感谢，再见。再见，希特拉利。趁他们还在研究支卷，悄悄过来吧。我在花语会另一边等你。
你好，旅行者。希特拉利刚才给你们的情报并不完整，与伊涅夫可能有关的领主，也不止花语会的那一位，还有一位至高领主在战后不知所踪。记录中最后与其交战过的，正是伊奎和利安哥。是我提议的，先透露主母的部分消息，看看她的反应。至于结果，我已经从希特拉利那里听说了，对主母的反应，甚至没有对利安哥来的强。那他跟第11席的关系，就更需要提防了。是那个失踪领主的席位。根据记载，即使是在隆重之中，第11席也是最为傲慢、敌视人类的那一类。在火龙王陨落之际，他难以接受隆重的落败，陷入了彻底的绝望与疯狂。但在这之后，他身上又发生了什么？还有他的名字，都已经无处可考了。至高领主的本质，是用秘元技术制造出的意识。一个意识陷入疯狂的领主，失去力量与记忆，甚至分裂出完全不同的人格，都不无可能。无论如何，如果伊涅夫的过去真的跟第11席有关，
就趁早给他个了断。因为这些莫须有的怀疑，那跟那些处决了主母的家伙有什么两样？
恰斯卡，你怎么？
是个人都能看出你们刚才的眼神有古怪了，除了派蒙跟机器人。
好吧，我们本来就没打算瞒你，只是希特拉利的法术只能对旅行者起效而已。不过恰斯卡，我还是必须说明一点，我们的担忧并非毫无根据。自从伊涅夫启程逐渐接近纳塔之后，秘元骑兵们的暴动就变得更加频繁了，简直就像是在彼此呼唤。如果伊涅夫真的就是第11席，当他回忆起一切的时刻，就是与人类为敌的时刻。
这些天里，他在花语会做的事我都看在眼里，不管过去如何，未来如何，现在的他，都值得我去信任。
哪怕过去的他和未来的他，会是跟现在完全不同的人。
心里有另一个蠢蠢欲动的自己，随时准备吞没自我，取而代之。这事我可再熟悉不过了。但无论是妈妈还是奎可跟老爹他们，都没有放弃过我。我又怎么可能放弃别人？我相信，即使是当初的利安哥，也会这么做的。况且，就算第11席真的卷土重来，也不过是再打败他一次罢了。当年的英杰能做到，我们没理由做不到。
唉，行吧，我就知道你们会这么说。
你们也只是想提醒我们事关重大吧，所以才先办起了这恶人。当初整治我的时候，你也没放弃过我。
奶奶，我早就习惯当恶人了。反正你们心里有数就好，记得多关注他的变化，不要离得太远。
喂，法术效果还没结束呢。
总之，知道了就快点回他身边去吧。我们也该回去继续调查了。
有人吗？啊，恰斯卡，你们怎么都在这儿？连西诺宁也在。
派蒙，你不是在陪伊涅夫？
哎，我刚想说，他刚才看试卷看到一半，突然就飞出去了，怎么喊都不回头。
难道他是想起了什么？怎么可能？按之前的反应，没可能这么快啊！
不知道，但是他一脸急匆匆的样子，像是有什么大事，还说什么启动歼灭模式。
恰斯卡，你飞得快，从高空追踪一下他的踪迹吧。我们去通知各处提高警惕。
了解。
怎么突然连你们也这么紧张？喂，等等我呀！
Ooh, we get to use Chaska.
要起风了！
飞慢点，要吐了。已确认目标，启动歼灭模式。
这些都是蜜源骑兵。好，
确认援助抵达，旅行者泰蒙、恰斯卡，感谢。这种时候不用挨个说谢谢啦。当当！
烈日随我，是我，嘿，哈哈，嘿，
最终血印，变速。已确认威胁排除，歼灭模式关闭。
老大，现在该怎么办？我们试了那么多次，好不容易才等到他单独从话语会周边出来。
纳塔的古龙文明，哼，想去折腾就随你们吧，不过要记得留意一个变数。
撤吧。没必要冒这个风险。
艾莫、艾莱达，你们没事吧？
我没事，但是妈妈她……
还好，伊涅夫来得很及时，只是伤到了脚踝。
怎么会这样？可恶！可恶！怎么会这样？
任谁都想不到蜜源骑兵会突然袭击过来，你也不必这么自责。
我……
哎，难道伊涅夫突然赶过来，是预感到他们有危险？嗯，我听到蜜源骑兵在说话，现在也还在说话，完全没听到。推测原因，语言模块需要转译。请稍等。完成，请重试。
好熟练的手法，你很熟悉蜜源骑兵的构造。
我看过很多次，应该
又是那些来历不明的记忆吗？
正在重新连接。
啊！真的说话了！
喂，为什么要来袭击我们？为什么？
是愚人众控制我们袭击。
怎么可能？队长的部下做不出这种事，他们的行踪我们也都清楚。难道是有别的部队潜入？
愚人众侵入领地，失控。
怎么断断续续的？难道是信号不好吗？推测距离过远，信息传输有限。结合之前听到的信息，他说的应该是愚人众侵入了我的领地，导致蜜源机兵失控。啊！难道最近蜜源机兵活动的这么频繁，也是这些愚人众搞的鬼？
窃取权限，控制。
他们还窃取了我的权限，控制蜜源机兵来袭。
可恶！
感知到明晨之境，借机送出请求修复。
感知到明晨之境出现在附近，借机送出信息，请求明晨之境协助修复领地权限。明晨之境，这又是什么？推测，似乎是对我，或者是对这颗核心的称呼。
明晨之境，带核心回去。
他希望我能带着这枚核心跟他回去，修复愚人众造成的破坏。啊，你是说他认识你？在开始转移前，他还用其他名字称呼过我。第11席。啊，他是说伊涅弗是第11席领主？
等等，一个刚刚才袭击过我们的蜜源机兵，他说的话还不能尽信。说伊涅弗是第11席，你有什么证据吗？
回到第8领地，恢复记忆。
伊涅弗，他在说什么？他说，只要回到第8席的领地，我就能恢复所有记忆数据。
第8席是利安哥主母的领地，那跟第11席又有什么关系？
分裂，剥离，重生。
更加莫名其妙了。伊涅弗，他这回又是在说什么？信息过于庞杂，无法有效转移。但只要接近领地，应该能改善通信条件。旅行者，恰斯卡，要去吗？
等等，你们最好不要轻易过去。近期潜入纳塔的愚人众，我可能有点印象。即使是在愚人众里，也是一类非常特别的部队。
哦，
他们出没于各地，热衷于搜集各种古文明的隐秘历史与知识，用于所谓的推演。而组建这些部队的执行官，就是现在身处诺德卡莱的木偶。
木偶？你又是从哪儿知道的这些消息？
我之前在纳夏镇的集市上偶然听到过一些传闻，就是没想到这些消息会是真的。
是这样吗？我都没听说过。
抱歉，那时候临近出行，况且又只是传言，我就不想让你们太担心。
那些愚人众很厉害吗？比伊涅弗姐姐还厉害？
怎么会呢？但是总得小心点儿。伊涅弗救了我们那么多次，我实在不想看到你再出事。
确实，艾姆的身上有伤，得先回部族处理。 关于第11席的消息，最好也先找人商量一下。虽然第8席的领地跟木偶的消息都很令人在意，但还是等准备万全再去比较好。
了解，已取消目的地。更新目的地，花语会。
旅行者伊涅夫，麻烦你们先确认一下周围还有没有危险，我们给暗木简单包扎后就出发。
了解，开始执行使命。
艾莱达，你一会儿就先陪妈妈回去治伤吧，爸爸还得在这儿留一会儿。
爸爸为什么不一起回去？
爸爸还得收拾我们的货物和行李呀，这可是让你们在璃月过上好日子的本钱呐。没事的，爸爸很快就回去。艾木和艾莱达，就先麻烦你们了。
我会尽快请人来帮忙的。如果遇上什么情况，记得先保证自己的安全。
哎，怎么突然不动了？是又故障了吗？
璃月商人，于人众据点有他的画像。
你是说灼心可能是愚人众的眼线，需要留下监视？但有必要让伊涅夫也留下吗？虽然我还是愿意相信伊涅夫，可是只靠你一个人盯着的话，好吧。木偶的部队对我们的威胁或许比领主更大，确实不能放过这个搜集情报的机会。但即便是你，也绝不能放松警惕。不仅是愚人众跟第11席，还有那个蜜源机兵也是，他身上的疑点还很多。来自第8席领地的求助，难道利安哥的主母真的还活着？但如果是这样，部族的传说里不应该全无提及。
嘿，恰斯卡，艾木这边准备好了。
总之，我送完艾木和艾莱达，就会召集伙伴过来支援。如果需要跟踪，记得留下你们的痕迹。
他真的丢下货物不管了，这么偷偷摸摸的，难道真是要去接头？趁他们不注意的话，说不定能打探到不少情报，不管是关于领主还是木偶的。现在应该跟上去吗？好。启动逆租模式。虽然你说的很小声，但是为什么逆租模式都要有语音呢？这里什么时候被掏了个洞出来？这么偏僻的地方，就是领地的入口吗？
领地被利安哥封印，这里曾经是备用通道之一。
啊，你的话是不是变流畅了？啊，
距离接近，语言模块活跃度上升。奥奇发现利。
啊，突然又断断续续了，是信号不稳定吗？
避免奥奇坎发现，利安哥封锁了领地之后，愚人众从封印薄弱处入侵。
那这里面就是那帮愚人众的据点了，怎么办？要在这里先等支援吗？你觉得呢，伊涅弗？哎，伊涅弗，他怎么突然跑进去了？怎么办？我们还等吗？那我们尽量小心。
I was thinking, should I change the language to English? Apparently the language, it's pretty good. They did fire a lot of the voice actors, but they said that something about after a certain patch, the voice acting was all back to normal. Oh look, here it is. At the beginning of the stream I talk about this, but look, here it is. Notice on the removal and discontinuation of updates for Genshin Impact on PS4. Due to limitations related to hardware performance and platform application size, we'll be discontinuing support and updates for Genshin Impact on PS4 in future versions. Genshin Impact on PS5 will continue to operate normally, as it's not affected by the removal and update discontinuation of PS4. Traveler will still be able to enjoy the latest contents, updates on PS5 and other supported platforms. The removal discontinuation plan on Genshin Impact will be carried out in 3 phases: game removal, in-game purchase delisting, and end of update support. Please see detailed schedule. Yeah, I talked about this at the beginning. So the first one is on 9/10/2025, that's September 10. The game will be deleted from the PlayStation Network. But those who already have it, see, accounts of PlayStation Network that have previously downloaded Genshin Impact can still re-download it anytime via the store library, even if the game is deleted from the device. Then see, 2/25/2026, this is February next year. On the 25th of February, all the in-game purchases for Genshin Impact on PS4 will be removed from both the PlayStation Store and the in-game shop, so I can no longer buy stuff from the in-game shop or from the PlayStation Store. And then 4/8/2026, that's April 8th, not 6th, April 8th, 2026, we will officially cease all update support for Genshin Impact. PS4 Travel will no longer be able to log into the game on PS4. Installations of the game on PS4 will stop receiving update patches. Any items purchased from the blah blah. Yeah, so that's when they'll delete the store from the game from the whole PlayStation, and won't be supported anymore. Binding other login methods. After login via PS4 or PS5, travelers can bind other login methods by navigating to payment menu, setting account, user center, starting from 12, that's December 17. When you open Genshin Impact on PS4, even if it's an old version of the game that cannot be updated due to discontinuation, a binding prompt will appear periodically on the game interface. These adjustments apply only to Genshin Impact on PS4. We recommend that travelers currently playing on PS4 transition to PS5. Yeah, easier said than done. Or other supported platform. Yeah, but I'm not moving to either phone or computer. That's not an option for me. Your game progress will not be affected. So basically, the game is stored in their servers, so even if I can no longer play it, my data is still safe in their servers. So all I have to do is, once I'm able to get my hands on a PS5, I can just start over where I was left off. Wait, what version is this? That's something I want to know. What version of the game is this? Can I find out? Controllers, control setup, graphics, audio, messages, language, account, resources, other. All right, so oh, okay, so I'm in 5.8. That is the current version, 5.8 update summary. So we are in 5.8. Let's just see how it goes in English.
Very well. I shall put my official duties to one side for the moment.
Cool. So I need water because Inefa has a special ability that works only with hydro and electro combinations. Ooh, cool.
Ah, there she is! Inefa, wait for us!
Oh, dragon moving?
Huh? Where is this? Are we inside the territory?
Yeah. Did you black out or something? You just took off.
Cognition module unstable. Attempting to refresh. It appears that it was accessed by an external source.
Sorry, it was me. I summoned her by similar means to those used by the Fatui to control the automatons. Currently, I am but a lowly service bottle. But in the distant past, I was known by another name. The 8th Sovereign Ruler, the priestess of floral candles and skyborn feathers.
The 8th Lord? You're Leonka's dragon mother? But weren't you,
8th Lord. Were you not executed?
Moments after I was cursed, Leonka rescued me. Just as she tried to rescue you from the ruins of the battle.
Leonka rescued me? Memory. Missing.
Yes. Leonka changed your memory settings to make you forget. But she did it to protect you. It is the only way our kind could escape from the curse.
How does forgetting everything protect me?
Because the curse placed on us is a pain triggered by certain memories, hardwired into the depths of our minds. A regulatory program that cannot be removed.
Manufacturers often hardwire restrictions like this into autonomous machines to make sure they operate as intended.
Each time you yearn for a new place to belong, each time you feel yourself turning your back on the past, the pain tears you apart, doesn't it?
If she truly harbors pro-human sentiment, then for every ounce of goodwill she feels, may her mind be flooded with pain of immeasurable proportions.
It destroys your mind, swallows your soul, prevents you from finding a new home.
Malfunction who betrayed us all. You dare seek a place to belong?
That's why forgetting everything grants temporary relief from the pain. It stops your mind from being crushed by the weight of the conflict within. But since you are rebooted, you began storing new memories, and started finding the desire to belong emerge once more.
Things were fine at the start. You'd occasionally forget to pay for your groceries or add salt to a dish you were cooking. But that was as bad as it got.
From now on, your name's Enougha.
So too has the Exile's curse resurfaced, forcing you to forget all over again.
This is a lot to process.
Automated defense system activated. Privileges overridden. Come quick. Stop the Fatui.
Hey! Please finish what you were saying!
It's gone silent.
It must want us to go further in, right? Well, looks like there's no going back now anyway.
This is just a secondary access tunnel. If we make it to the center, there should be other routes out of the territory. Please come with me. It is my fault that you're trapped here. I must ensure your safe return.
Oh, don't look at it like that. We gotta make sure you get back safely too.
Yes, I too must return.
Do you really trust her, Leonka? This malfunction is part of a sovereign ruler's mind. I trust not in her, but in the path that I have chosen. I believe every conscious being, whatever its origins may be, has the right to freedom.
Insulation chamber deployed. Accelerating.
Let the world collide!
Shine down! Defensive mode engaged. Accelerating.
Eastern over to the humans. I can understand this antipathy for these tiny life forms brought by the usurper from beyond the sky, but I cannot comprehend his use of this method to lure them into destroying themselves. It is like handing a rusty knife to a wailing infant, all too vicious and all too cruel. What outcome could possibly expect save for suffering and death? The usurper from the sky.
Just like the one back at the entrance. Careful! Don't touch it!
The curse will bring you pain, and your memories will crush you. It's the same fate they subjected my mother to. But with this core, you will forget everything for a while. Any memories that evoke a desire to belong, and all your pain along with it, they'll be...
Defense mechanism. This must be a hole where I can hide. So it's not up that I have to go, it's down. This is lock records too. The river from beyond the sky can fill up an entire planet to force humanity into their imposed order. Then why might I not seal off my domain in turn, let it become an impervious refuge? Let this plant be named Sibalba.
You doing okay, Inefa? You keep spacing out.
I know. Unidentified data is flooding my cognition module. But every memory encounters an error and then terminates at the crucial moment. Unnecessary. Being physically motionless will not cause this erratic behavior to cease. And if we explore this place further, perhaps I'll find a way to fully repair myself. Additionally, some of these memories may yield useful data for our exploration. Searching for access method. Over there! We can use the access module to proceed to the central zone.
Another one? This is another... Look, it's glitching. The sky and the wall. Because this is probably inside the mountain. The volcano, which is the land of the dragons. More... Ah wait, this is the domain of the Dragon Lord. It's cracked, just like the big one.
Detected 3 unregistered individuals. 1 registered individual.
Ah! Is that the 8th Lord talking? So, you can take control of different machines, huh?
No, this is just an ordinary service bot responsible for access management. At least, I think it is.
Now calling Access Module. Welcome back, Administrator 3. Cascading colors. Ahead is the research facility, built by Administrator 1. After Administrator 1, Administrator 2 assumed control.
Are you sure about using this on her? It once belonged to your mother. It's just one of the many things she researched. I'm not precious about it.
Administrator 2 sealed the facility. It has been locked down to this day. Examining. Seal status. Danger. Danger.
Things are looking really bad for the Children of Echoes. This might be where I have to say goodbye. You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it.
Now arriving at the Central Zone. Goodbye, Administrator 3.
Huh? What was that? Get over there and check it out.
Uh-oh! They're gonna find us!
Please come with me.
Ah, there's nobody here. Probably just some server spots chattering away again.
Phew! That was too close. We hit just in time. How did you know where to go, Ineva?
I think I've been this way before. Let's head through here. It'll take us to the other side of the square. Installation chamber deployed.
There is no escape!
Annihilation mode. Defensive mode engaged.
This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Wait, I hear voices up ahead. Stealth mode activated.
Hey, this is not what we agreed. This is supposed to be over. My job is done. I did everything you asked. Leaked the clues about the ruins, brought her to Natlan, and your response is to attack me and my family?
What the? Does this mean they planted those Natlanese mechanical parts in Notcry just for you to find? So they could lure you here?
It's a possibility.
It was just a little hiccup, that's all. These source mechanisms can be tricky to control.
The last time you reported in, you mentioned she was mopping up machines near the Flower Feather clan, remember? Well, we needed to lure her further out, hence why we created that little kerfuffle. It's unfortunate that your wife got injured, truly. But hey, look on the bright side. Now that you've shown up, we might actually get the job done this time.
This time? No, no more. Not after you hurt my family. I told you, I'm done.
I think you'll find the risks were stated quite clearly in your contract. And it's not like anyone got seriously hurt.
Your job will be done when you deliver what you promised. Our agreement was that you would bring her here, not just to Natlan, but to this facility.
But...
Did you really expect to get away with shouldering none of the risk yourself? We're writing off your debt to the Northland Bank, and letting you get back to your old life in Liyue. That's a lot to ask for nothing in return.
I've been your inside man in Nasha Town for over 10 years now. Is that not enough for you people?
You ungrateful louse. You ran yourself into the ground. And who was there to dig you out, huh? Us! Can you name one single way we made life difficult for you in Nasha Town? Look at you. You've managed to start a business. Got yourself a family.
You have just one simple job left to do. And after that, you're free to go home. In your position, I'd say that sounds like a pretty good deal.
This is the final hurdle. Our attempts to capture the 11th Lord have been derailed every time. But there's only so long until our luck runs out. If another staged attack on your family is out of the question, we could still work this out. But this time, you'll have to do the dirty work yourself.
Me?
This is a replica control device made with Marionette's technology. After we stole the administrative privileges from this territory, we copied them onto this. It will give you control of any machines built using secret source technology. Take it, and use it to capture the 11th Lord.
You seem to have gained the trust of the other variables in this equation. How hard can it be to shake them off and get her while she's alone?
And before you think about disappearing, don't think we won't be watching you.
I can't do it.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
I can't. I won't do it. She saved my life so many times, it would be the ultimate betrayal. How could I look my daughter in the eyes and act like everything's still okay?
So you're gunning for the world's best father now, are you? A guy like you. You're fooling no one.
This is our mistake. We let you have it too easy in Nasha Town. And now, you've forgotten the most important detail in your contract. The termination clause.
I think it's time we parted ways.
Huh? Huh. Enefa, Traveler.
The 11th Lord. And the Variable. We were hoping you might show up.
Wait, the Controller. Without that, you...
You thought we'd hand over the genuine article to you?
That's just a beacon used to set the location for this cage. We've been monitoring your movements ever since you entered these ruins.
Congratulations, Joshin. Your job is finally done. With you here, it was far easier to infer their location.
You were playing me for a fool this whole time.
Don't waste your energy trying to break out. We've commandeered at least half of the systems in these ruins. All available power sources are keeping that cage intact.
No one needs to get hurt today. We aren't looking for a fight. Especially not with Natlan's Tumaini. All we want is for your friend here, the former sovereign ruler, to lead us further inside.
Further inside? But we seem to have reached the center already. There is nowhere else to go.
So it appears. But there's far more of this territory than meets the eye. The dragons possessed vast knowledge, and we've barely scratched the surface. That's where the sovereign ruler comes in. If our supposition is accurate, she has in her possession a secret key that gives access to the core.
I will cooperate. Let the Traveler, Paimon, and Duoxin go.
You never know! These are bad people! Don't trust them!
You are only here because of me. Besides, this is what I want. I need to see the rest of this territory and find out who I am.
Finally, a voice of reason. Gotta hand it to the dragons and their advanced artificial intelligence. But unfortunately, there's no way we can agree to those terms.
How do we know you won't just attack us the moment we let you out?
Yeah, so settle down and get ready to go hungry for the next 3 days. Even you, robot, you'll need charging eventually.
Before I go, they may have left a trail on their way here. Send someone out to cover our tracks. The last thing we need is reinforcements showing up.
This is all my fault. Arieta. Amu.
Huh? Who did that?
Impossible! Every system we hacked is set up to hold them back!
Could it be?
Hold tight.
That must lead to the core! It was beneath our feet this whole time? Take this barrier down!
That was a long way down. Traveler? Enefa? Are you okay?
No damage to report. But...
I think I broke a leg.
Hey, you! Thanks for the rescue, but could you have been a little more careful? convenient.
That is because I no longer need to communicate via that machine. Down here, I can talk to you directly. When the Fatui put all their resources into keeping you trapped, it gave me a brief window to seize my privileges back. In my haste, I was not able to prioritize your safety.
Don't worry about me. I'll just rest up here. After everything I've done, I have no right to hold you back.
But the Fatui may follow us down here.
We will be ready for them.
More automatons!
Down here, all is under my control. They are not your enemy, human. They will take you somewhere safe to hide.
And Effa, Traveler, good luck.
11th Lord, do you now recall the path you once chose?
Not yet. Although... I think this is where I was born. But why? This is your territory.
No, 11th Lord. You were not born here. Rather, this is where you were reborn. Human, you once asked who placed the curse on the 11th Lord. The answer is... herself.
Myself?
After a long and bitter war, our kind was defeated. You survived, but you are now stranded, with nowhere to belong. Gone was the pride you once had as a member of Dragonkind. Gone was the territory once under your dominion. All of it gone, with no hope of return. What were you to do? Strike back at humanity and exact your revenge? Or search for a new home, a new place to belong? Your mind was conflicted as this irresolvable question ran endlessly through it. Finally, your mind split into two. One, the sovereign ruler who swore revenge against humanity. The other, a malfunction who longed to seek a new home.
I mean, who knows what happens when a manufactured mind goes mad? Maybe she lost her power and memories. Maybe she split into different personalities.
The sovereign ruler would sooner perish than suffer a downfall. And so she placed the exile's curse upon herself and upon you. Meanwhile, the malfunction struggled through the pain to seek assistance from her former enemies, Leonka and Ishkik. That is why you came here, praying to be reborn.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind, to start over anew? Very well. If the you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you.
Then... I am the malfunction? What happened to the sovereign ruler?
We severed that part of her mind, and securely locked it away. Withering away, she finally perished completely, thousands of years ago.
So, she's gone. Without a trace?
Yes, although the curse she placed upon you yet survives. It is unbreakable. That is why it continues to affect you to this day.
So, that's what that thing is. A curse from the sovereign ruler.
So, she was severed and killed off, but Inefa survived? How does that work? Are they the same person? Dragon?
We sovereign rulers are artificial intelligence built with secret source technology. a fusion of phlogiston and information. In the case of the 11th Lord, the Sovereign Ruler personality and the Malfunction personality split all but completely, even coming to occupy separate physical entities. In human terms, they would almost be considered as separate individuals. But in order to truly sever the connection between the two, and to break the power of the curse for good, you must be rebuilt from scratch with the aid of the source mechanisms located here, just as I was before you. I too was tormented by the pain of the curse, but Leonka severed most of my knowledge and memories, rescuing me from the brink of destruction. It is because her heart is incomplete. Before the rebuilding process was finished, Ishkik met with misfortune, and the Flower Feather clan became more hesitant to act. Leonka sealed these ruins to prevent their discovery by Ochkan, and sent you out of Natlan for your own safety. That is why you are still plagued by memory loss. But I continued to work tirelessly, preparing everything you would need, waiting for the day that Ochkanatlan would fall, and you would return.
Wow! That's a long time. How long ago was Ochkan around again? Hold on! Paimon knows this!
For the last 2,000 years. You've been waiting here for me?
Imagine my surprise when the first to arrive was not you, but those whom you call the Fatui. They proceeded to steal my administrative privileges, plunder my territory, and send the automatons into a frenzy. But all is not lost. Leonka made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. With that backup, I can control the source mechanisms within the territory and complete the rebuild that she began. And once you are whole again, I can repair the damage done by the Fatui and open a route back to the surface. If you are ready to continue down the path you started all those years ago, then proceed further into the depths, where I will be waiting for you.
Whew, that was a lot to take in. Let's see if Paimon can wrap her head around all that. So, basically, there was a bad robot who bugged out and turned into half good bot, half bad bot. Then, bad bot cursed good bot, so whenever good bot thinks about the idea of belonging, she gets headaches. Meaning, the only way that Ineva can avoid the pain is to keep forgetting everything. Thanks! Paimon's getting better at this kind of thing. Wait, you did mean that as a compliment, right?
Curse. Malfunction. Belonging. It fits my hypothesis, and it seems to explain all my erratic behavior and cognition.
In that case, shall we keep going like she asked us to?
I believe we should. The Fatui still have control of the upper levels. Their access must be revoked before you can exit the territory. Besides that, I want to know what happens when I'm made whole. Maybe then, I will finally know where I belong. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Kamisato Art. Suiyu!
Please wait. Confirming. Administrator 1. Deceased. Administrator 2. Deceased. Administrator 3. Identity confirmed. Lifting restrictions.
After 2,000 years, we finally meet again, 11th Lord, Mirror of the Dawning Morn.
And you? You're the 8th Lord? The priestess of floral candles and skyborn feathers? It's okay. I've recovered now.
I see the curse haunts you greatly. I cannot fathom how difficult this must have been to survive this endless cycle of pain. And all alone for 2,000 years.
I wasn't alone. I have had company every step of the way.
In any case, a few moments from now, your pain will be no more. Come, 11th Lord, stand before me, and be rid of this curse.
Here I am, so close to my destination, yet my thoughts are only becoming more cluttered. I am the way I am because the 11th Lord encountered a memory data conflict and split into two. If I regain all of my memories, will I not encounter the same conflict again? My cognition module cannot produce a reliable prediction.
Promise me. Remember, you have to come home!
It is. But if my memories turn me back into a bad robot, do whatever it takes to stop me. If that is the case, I cannot be allowed to make it back home.
Don't worry, Anappa. Everything's gonna be fine. You'll be home free in no time.
Over there. That is the curse?
Yes. For the most part, it has been strangely calm ever since I entered this place. And yet, whenever I'm about to recover an important memory, it suddenly kicks in. Almost as if...
As if it is being controlled by somebody else. That is quite normal. For it is now in the presence of its owner and creator, the sovereign ruler.
The sovereign ruler? My other self? But I thought she perished.
After 2 long millennia, my task is finally fulfilled. What a long journey it has been. We meet again at last. My sovereign, my ruler, mirror of the dawning morn.
Do you think NF is okay? Why isn't she moving?
Here we are, comrades. The core of the ruins.
Ah! It's the Fatui! They caught up with us! We gotta do something! But NF is still...
Unnecessary.
What the...
Missed by a hair's breadth. But now you are wounded, and this time you will not escape.
Ineppa? Why? And whose voice is that? The 8th Lord? But why would Leanga's mother attack us?
Leonka's dragon mother? 8th Lord? I laugh in the face of your folly. Lowly insects. Did you humans really think that by forgetting the past, the curse could be escaped? And did you really believe that by simply being rebuilt, that traitor could avoid destruction? And this corrupt malfunction could regain her memories? The priestess is long gone. I and the other sovereign rulers executed her 2,000 years ago. For that is what becomes of all who betray us. And now this malfunction will meet the same fate as she. There is no Dragon Mother here, and there never was. Only one Lord has dominion here, and that is me. For I am the almighty Dragon Lord, mirror of the dawning morn, 11th of the 13 sovereign rulers. Kneel before me.
You tricked us! It was you talking to us this whole time! You who lured Ineppa here, and you who placed the curse on her! It was you all along!
Ineppa? What a suitably ridiculous name. To me, she is nothing but a smattering of shed scales. An operational malfunction that must be destroyed.
So you want to leave your past as sovereign ruler behind? To start over anew?
I applied the curse to curb her resistance, shut down her mind, and silence her lies. Now all that remains is to borrow your privileges and see that she is severed for good.
Very well. If the malfunction you wish to sever comprises all memories of your enmity, then I'm willing to trust you. No living thing is born evil. That's not what I believe. The only ones who do evil are those shackled by hatred, those who were never given the opportunity to do good in the first place.
Good and evil? Foolish categories that fail to distinguish between kin and foe. But she is the rotten spawn of the Eighth Lord. Her folly becomes her. I ought to crush this human scum beneath my feet. But without access to the treacherous Eighth Lord's facilities, there is no way to sever you. I must feign civility for now. But in time, I shall have my revenge. Once this process is complete, and she realizes that she has destroyed the good instead of the evil, my claws will tear her heart from her chest.
Do you really trust her, Lianka? This malfunctioning part of a sovereign ruler's mind.
You're a good friend, and you've already done more than I could have asked for. There's just one seal left. She and I can handle it. This passage is only used for drainage and maintenance access, so it's not registered on the system. It's the perfect route for an ambush.
Malfunction? Human? You conspired against me?
Consider this getting off lightly. If Lanke was here, or if this was me 20 years ago, you wouldn't have survived long enough to realize you'd been conned. Especially since you tried to con us first. You tried to have this poor child killed off in your place, didn't you? 11th Lord.
Wretched worm! This is unforgivable! How dare you imprison me! And you, malfunction! Your curse shall endure until the sky falls and the ground crumbles! You will never know peace for the rest of your days. It is time to correct the injustice of the past. I would have severed and destroyed you on that fateful day, but instead, I was locked away by that human scum, Lianka. 2 millennia I have been a prisoner in this place. I have spent that time slowly seizing control over the systems and processes, until my reach extended to every inch of this prison. Now, one last step remains before I can finally break free. The final secret key is embedded in your core. I had to work patiently and methodically to lure you here, posing as the Eighth Lord who once ruled this domain. But at last, it is within my grasp!
Mirror of the Dawning Morn, please come with me and return the core.
But all is not lost. Lianka made a backup of the administrator privileges and placed it in your core. Which memory did that human scum embed the key in? I will find it eventually, wherever it's hidden. In the meantime, now that my resurrection has begun, so too shall my vengeance! Wretched malfunction! Do not impede the inevitable!
I cannot let you get away with this.
Ineffa! You fool! In a matter of seconds, I will be able to overwrite your insubordination!
Seconds is all I need.
What? My core! No!
She's gonna be okay, right?
She destroyed her own core? That's an unusual move for a machine. I wonder how Marionette will react to this. Delight? Or disappointment?
The Fatui? How are you still alive?
Don't act so surprised. I'm just one of her many projects. As reconnaissance missions go, this outcome is a little underwhelming. I don't think I'll be getting any commendations if this is how my report ends. So let me reignite your flame one last time. Sovereign Ruler, Mirror of the Dawning Morn, show us one final glimpse of your glory. The glory of the ancient dragon's technology.
No wonder. Marionette told us to watch out for you. She said you were an unpredictable variable.
But if you think you're getting out of here alive, we'll see what a crazed sovereign ruler in the throes of death has to say about that.
You would dare sabotage my revival! Destroy my path back to Dominion! So be it! Since you seek a new place to belong, I shall grant you your wish! Welcome to your new home, where we all shall be buried till the end of time! Oh, my sovereign. This is one battle from which there can be no triumphant return. But in this moment of my downfall, I can at least turn this prison into a graveyard of all traitors, past and present.
Is this place collapsing? If so, then even if we defeat her, we're...
There is no escaping the destruction! Here in the depths is where you belong!
Now you shall perish! How brilliant! Time to shine!
Mind the deluge.
After 2,000 years in exile, searching and forgetting, we are back where we began. Our path was always going to end in our demise. This shall be the final resting place of the last sovereign ruler.
I am no sovereign ruler. I must return. People are waiting for me.
Illogical. You are not authorized to prevent your self-destruction. No such privilege exists. We are back where we belong. Now, perish in the rubble of these ruins. Last of the Sovereign Lords.
No. Somewhere in my memories lies the key.
Maybe no single nation is our home.
Where exactly is home to you?
Searching your memories? The curse is still active. This will only hasten your demise.
We're all from Notcry.
Cross the ocean. Find a new place to belong.
What an amazing machine. Where are you from?
Such a hard worker. Fancy making this your new home?
The wild hunt! Look out!
Impossible. Where is this data from?
From now on, your name's Inappa. Promise me. Remember, you have to come home.
Return.
Data. Overload. Capacity exceeded.
As long as this gem's around, the heart that Ishkik built you should keep beating away. It may take centuries, even millennia, but one day, may your new memories transcend your pain and rage to conquer the curse that shackles you.
What kind of gem is it?
Nothing special, really. To quote my mother, it's nothing but an empty shell now. But if you break free of the curse, then maybe...
Huh?
Nothing. An interesting idea suddenly occurred to me. Let's make this the final secret key.
The final secret key is...
A vision! She has a vision! The gods! The gods have granted her power. A vision.
It's Inappa! Hey! The place stopped collapsing!
Warning. Cannot pause indefinitely. Please complete the battle promptly.
Since the core is powered by phlogiston, you can use that same power source to control it. In which case, the priestess's research would suggest that this thing might be a better fit.
A moon wheel? That was built by the usurper, along with the three gods who abandoned us. It can't be.
Break the shackles you were born with. Transcend the curse you were given. Follow the path of war, choosing till you discover where you belong.
The sheer blasphemy! Willingly handing such a sacred artifact over to a usurper! Filthy bugs! Malfunctioning degenerates!
No matter how long it takes you,
it cannot be.
Farewell. Last of the Sovereign Lords.
Inappa! Your core! It's fixed! And is that a vision?
Suggestion. Exit first, discuss later. The self-destruct protocol is destroying the foundations of this territory, and although I paused the process, it will not hold much longer. Calculating. Remaining time, 30.
30 minutes? Huh. For a moment there, Paimon was worried.
29. 28.
Hey, are you guys all right? The automaton suddenly stopped moving. Then there was that earthquake, and now the place seems to have sprung a leak.
Estimated time to Foundation cave-in, 20 seconds.
Huh? Huh?
A place to belong. I too once yearned for it.
Shilonen, how much longer till it's unlocked? We need to get inside ASAP.
Be patient, okay? I'm working on it.
Let's trust that the Traveler can handle things in there. Shilonen says she detected a huge energy source underground. We can't just break in or we'll risk endangering everyone in this entire area.
But...
if we're here much longer without any progress, I'll do what I have to.
Oh!
You unlocked it?
No, they made it out on their own.
We finally escaped! Luckily, the cave-in only affected the lower levels. You alright there, bro?
Another triumphant return for R2 Miney. And Anefa, it's good to have you back. I assume this means you found the answers you were looking for?
Yes.
Huh? Amu? I thought you hurt your leg. How come? Oh.
You! How could you do this to Arieta and me? You lied to us for over 10 years?
Before anything else, I suggest we let this gentleman and Anefa tell us the whole story.
Sovereign rulers, Mirror of the Dawning Morn, Priestess of Floral Candles, and Skyborn Feathers.
Seems like a house forgotten quite a lot.
So you began life in Natlan, then spent 2,000 years adrift in Nodcry? In an endless cycle of losing your memories and trying to find them.
But it sounds like it took all 2,000 years worth of memories to successfully overload the processing power of the curse.
None of us had any certainty that the plan would succeed in the far future. Not I, not Ishkik, not Lianka. And yet, they still did everything they could to try and help me.
Now you've remembered everything. Do you have a sense of where you truly belong?
Well, I was born and then reborn in Natlan. And it was the people of this nation who set me on my journey. But that's all ancient history now. I can't seek for a sense of belonging in a world that no longer exists. That would make me no different from the Mirror of the Dawning Morn. Instead, I will show my gratitude to them by honoring their wishes. By continuing on my own path, and returning to the place where I still have someone waiting for me.
Well said. I'm happy for you.
So, to cut to the chase, did you find the code for that letter or not?
Oh, shoot! Forgot all about that!
Sincere apologies. A lot of memory data surfaced in a short time frame. I am still processing it. I left the cryptex back at the Flower Feather Clan to make sure that I wouldn't lose it out in the wild. Please come back with me, and we can inspect it.
I'm so sorry that I kept this hidden from you all this time. Now I can't go back to Liyue or Nodcry. The Northland Bank isn't gonna let me walk away from this, nor is the Nodcry Aprishniki. You should take Arieta and go.
Oh, should I now? You think I'm the one that's gonna let you walk away, do you? Idiot! You're coming back with me right now, and you're going to apologize to our daughter.
Looks like you all need some time to calm down after everything you've been through. If you're worried the Fatui are still looking for you, why not camp out at the Flower Feather Clan for now? We welcome everyone, from old friends to old enemies turned new friends. Don't worry about a thing. You've got a whole future to figure things out.
Go
and find where you belong.
I think I've already found it.
Wow, so Inefa is the 8th Sovereign Lord. But the Sovereign Lords were not really dragons, they were machines. They were basically AI created by the dragons. But they evolved and they began to make their own experiments and stuff. I always look at that and think that it's Celestia, but that's actually a floating island next to this, to Ochkanaplan. So in Inefa, it's the good memory, the good part of the Dragon Lord that split apart.
Here it is. The cryptex.
So then, what's the code? Or what about that backup plan that Arieta mentioned?
Please see the casing that holds the combination code discs. The sender had me etch the code onto the casing so that I would not forget it. But I still forgot it.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Seriously? It's been hiding in plain sight all this time?
Yes. The sender said, the most secure code is one that you can write down and no one would think it's a code.
Who is this person?
The sender said,
surprises are best saved to the end.
Okay, now your memory's getting a little too good. What's with the firecracker? Ugh. Paimon's had enough of this whole letter debacle. Just read it already.
Dear Honorary Knight, I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises.
This is Barca. That voice is Barca. See, there it is. To the Honorary Knight Titus. Hey there, I'm Barca. If that doesn't ring a bell, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. I've heard a lot about you. Jean's always singing your praises for all the good you've done for Mondstadt. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's a real shame that I'm away on an expedition and haven't had the good fortune of crossing paths with you, but it seems that fortune's about to smile on me real soon. You might have heard that we finally settled down in Norcry, well, half settled. The factions here are quite the tangled mess and a real devil to navigate, but no hardships ever stalled the Northwind. I've met a few reliable companions and I'm planning to introduce you to them. One of them is the messenger right in front of you. I'm sure you'll two be fast friends. As for enemies, well, they're everywhere. We got the Abyss Order and the Fatui, not to mention loyalities at risk of flip-flopping at the moment's notice. Given your experience, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, now that I can see the bottom of my mug, I'm going to stop here. These words will likely be as dull to read as they were to write. Instead, let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you in Narcry. Barca. P.S. If you're really heading over, you best lace up your boots. It's a world apart compared to Mondstadt. PPPS. I forgot the most important thing. Once you're in Narcry, come look for me at the flagship. It's a tavern. I'll look out for you as a Grandmaster should for this honorary night. Am I right? I knew it. It was Barca. I recognize the voice.
Anyway, I'm sure this is as dull to read as it is to write. Let's talk more over a glass of wine sometime. See you and not cry. Varka.
I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes, perhaps we can travel to Nodcry together. Mir of the Dawning Morn wanted control of the machinery in the Eighth Lord's territory. She approached Ishkik and Lianka and sold them a lie. That I was the threat, the part that needed severing. But they quickly saw through it. Lianka took advantage of her arrogance and turned her plan back on itself, using the territory's full power to imprison her inside. She was far more powerful than I at that time. To make sure I wasn't at risk of falling under her influence, Lianka worked on making the prison even more secure, and sent me out of the country. So, that's the true story of why Lianka locked down the Eighth Lord's territory. It had nothing to do with Ochkon. I wouldn't be surprised if she saw him as a friend right until the very end. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time the Eighth Lord, she never betrayed Dragonkind, even though she harbored goodwill towards human beings, and despite facing execution and destruction in the end, she never once doubted herself or tried to escape. Even if Lianka really had wanted to secretly rescue her, I'm sure she would have talked her out of it. Just as Lianka was determined to stick to her own path, the Eighth Lord remained a proud, sovereign ruler until the end of her days. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future. When the time comes. You mean this thing that looks a lot like a vision? Ishkik embedded it in my core as the key to her and Lianka's plan. According to the Eighth Lord's research, it can harness a power source more fundamental than elemental energy. Similar objects have shown up in Nodcry before too. Mir of the Dawning Morn said it was built by the usurper, along with the three gods who abandoned us. But I do not know what she meant. It appears that a crucial memory is missing. I plan on staying in Natlan for the immediate future.
Yeah, I know exactly what that is. I saw it in videos in the internet. Apparently, the people of Nodcry, Nodcry is not a continent that is ruled by any of the gods, neither by the four shades of the heavenly principle. Therefore, the people of Nodcry, they don't get visions like the people of any other country. They get those special visions that are a symbol of the three moon goddesses that used to exist when the usurper came from the sky, the one that called himself the heavenly principles. So those special visions are actually granted by the three moon goddesses, although only one of the three moon goddesses are alive. The other two are dead. So you can say that they are moon visions, or the moon will.
Having spent most of the last 2,000 years in Nodcry, I am well situated to provide you with a full and detailed report on all aspects of this location. Memory damage. Detected. Hypothesis. Most of my memory data was damaged when I used it to overload the curse. Sincere apologies. But I will never, again, forget the people and things that are most important to me. I plan on staying in Natland for the immediate future, when the time comes.
Well, and with that, we have finished the Archon Quest. And now it's all about waiting for Not Cry. And like I said at the beginning and in between, Genshin Impact will cease to work on PlayStation 4. Maybe we'll get to see Not Cry on PlayStation, on the PlayStation 4, but we won't get to play much of it next year. There's still pretty much 6 months left. 6 to 7 months left before the end. So we reached the end of another Genshin Impact stream. I'll be seeing you when there's new content. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. And until next time.